ahead and start while you're waiting on the stats if you want.
Okay, you can give an opening statement whenever you're ready.
You have another game going. Let's go.
Sure.
Okay, we thank God for another win, another opportunity to go to Birmingham. I always want to say, first of all glory go to God, because without him, this wouldn't be possible. And I want to thank these girls for an outstanding job and being locked in, playing as a team, and doing what we need to do. We said defense was going to be our focus, and we had to shut them down, and they bought into it.
Eddie, what we know about you is that you're all about defense, maybe looking for the perfect defensive game. How close was today to coming to being a perfect defensive game?
Oh, it was excellent. We forced, I want to say 4 or 5-second counts. And, yesterday was actually the first day in a long time that we actually just had a total defensive practice. We didn't do anything offensively. Everything was based on defense. And, for about a solid hour and a half. And they bought into it, and that's the key to these girls right here. They trust me, and I trust them,
Was it the perfect defensive game?
I wouldn't say it was the perfect, but we were close. I'm gonna wait on that perfect game when we go to Birmingham.
Will the girls talk about how well you played defense today? I mean, you held them to like 2, maybe 3 field goals total. I don't know what the turnover count was, but they were like 3 for 35 from the floor shooting basketball. How well did you buy into playing perfect defense tonight?
Well, we know we had to do it, and it was good, but it could be better. We still have to work on it.
You gotta work on it. Like I said, our main focus was defense. So I think our defense intensity was very high tonight. We can work on doing more stuff, but overall it was good.
Eddie, what's the feeling going to Birmingham with this team compared to others you've taken there?
No, it's a beautiful feeling, man. They just, and no discredit to some of the other teams. I used to get on this team about not having the grit that they need to have, buying into it. But I can't say enough about these girls. This is a blocking machine right here. She's scoring the inside. This little girl right here, Alicia, she's my leading scorer, and she happened to guard the best guard on the other team. 5-second count, and this is the energizer bunny right here. She just never stops. She just keep going. I mean, she lead the team in deflections. She lead the team in blocks. She lead the team in charges taken. So, what more can you ask for? I mean, I know these girls will be some coach's dream, and they're my dream, and I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. I thank God because they won't let anything interfere with them believing in what I say. We have ups and downs, but no one, when we get on that court, no one ever knows about it. And I just thank God that they believe in me. And I just try to give them everything I got.
So all 3 of the girls, you were there last year, and how motivating is that going back?
It's very motivating. Going to the final, actually the state championship game, we came up short, so it brings a lot of fire in our team. So we won the bad, so we're gonna go deep.
Is it too many to count how many times you've been?
Well, I do appreciate the fact of being able to go over there, but the ultimate goal is to win it, and I don't think the masses care about how many times we've been. I think they really just want to see whether or not we can win it. So until we win it, we really hadn't done anything. So.
And I think you are too, because I know what the history kind of is where you get so freaking close,
But you can only do so much, and it's up to them. We go to Birmingham this time. If they play lights out, I'm gonna love them, which I believe they are. And if they don't, I'm gonna still love them. So it really doesn't matter, But if I had to say anything, about these girls, I think they locked in, they zoned in, and I believe it's going to be the year that we win the state championship in high school. be a great year to be a Bulldog.
Aisha, will you just talk about the tournament that you, I don't have a specific thing to ask you, but the two tournament games here that you had, how well did you play? Obviously went up to be the MVP, and it looked like you were surprised when they called your name. It's like, me?
Yeah, I really was, because normally it's Laisha, because she does most of the work. She really put up some shots. She helped us out. So, I was really shocked.
So how well did you play? And the bigs, we talked about it the other day, the bigs played really big.
Well, I played good, but we all played great together. Awesome.
They complement each other so well. I mean, they and as you can see, they were just happy for her. And that's one of the biggest things on a team like this is that, you have to get rid of self and make sure that the team come first. And they really, they thrive in the success of each other. The ones having success, she led us the first game. I mean, she was right there in the middle. And Laisha did a lot of good things, that don't go in the scorebook, but it's on the stat sheet. And then these two came back and controlled the boards, and you put it back in your shooter's hand. She did an excellent job. So I'm proud of the whole team. And the bench got involved, and Oneonta got their whole team back. And Fairview did also. And I was a little bit worried about it, but again, if we play defense like we play, I know we can beat anybody if we play defense, and that's our mantra is to go out and make sure that we slow the team down as much as possible. You're not going to completely stop them, but we're going to slow them down. They're going to be in a pretty good scrap.
Did you realize how poorly they shot because of your defense?
Well, that was a plan because they can tell you for an hour and a half we worked on running them off the 3-point line. Oneonta has excellent shooters. I mean, I've seen them play games where they were lights out, and the goal was to run them off to the 3-point line and to not get beat on straight line drives to the basket, to redirect them, and then to contest shots and keep them off the free throw line. Because last year they shot free throws well against us last year. We wanted to, try to make sure that we didn't give them any way to stay in the game with us, and that was part of it. And thanks to God, we were able to reach all of our goals. And I'm just proud of them, man. I'm glad to be going back to Birmingham again, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to make the best of it.
All the players, coach talked about how you play well together. Can you all three speak to that? You obviously have a strong guard and two really strong downers. How well are we able to play together?
Well, with all of us together, it's great, like you said. So when me and Aisha are, doing our job, it opens it up for Laisha. So, it's just a good game. When we all play good, it's a great game.
And then if one down, we all try to bring it up and just try to keep as many guys as we can. Can't be choked. We all depend on each other with certain things. Like everybody on the team depend on Nene and Aisha and the rest of the force to rebound. Like they expect us to push the ball and give them the ball too. So chemistry on the court is great and off the court. So it really helps us.
How do you started so fast? Anna hit the 3 to start the game. You blocked the shot. I think you blocked the shot. And then you went down with another shot. Anna raced in to get the offensive rebound and put it back up. I mean, and they burned the timeout right away. How neat was it to get it, just get it going right away? And it was basically over after the first 3 plays.
Well, that was the plan, was to get a fast start, and then, that's plan A, to get a fast start. And then plan B is if we don't get a fast start, don't let controversy or the adversity get to us. We got to play through it, because we're not going to do that against everybody we play. But, when you play in the Spain Parks and the Hoovers and we are able to get in those games, like we lost to Hoover, but that score was not indicative of the game. I mean, it was a tough game until probably about a minute and a half when we actually had to foul. we had their backs to the wall, and of course, you know, Spain Park game, we had that game won. You know, we was leading, had the basketball, and we turned it over. So, you know, we just learn from those mistakes, and you know, we get out fast, and we try to stay out of foul trouble. And then again, you know, we feel like we can play with anybody when all of these girls are, you know, Alicia, again, was not scoring, but these two girls, you had 21 and 19. So she was able to have a mediocre game, you know, with 9, 11 points, 12 points, something like that, and we were still effective. Whereas last year, we didn't have anybody that could really just step up. You know, we had some scores, but they wasn't as dominant as these girls are right now. And that's what makes us so effective, because you stop the three, we just throw it inside. You start challenging inside, we'll knock down the three, and then we got at least 3 other girls that can shoot the three. Anna done it, Ariana Colley can shoot it, Shawana Jackson can shoot it, Tiana Thomas can shoot it, you know, and even LaDasia Williams can shoot it. So they can't key on her, you know. I can put her on the ball and let her facilitate, you know, until she get in rhythm. And it's a great, you know, luxury to have, you know, and I just love it. You know, I thank God, you know, we've been blessed, we haven't had any injuries, so, you know, you gotta have, all those factors have to play a role in you winning. And I just believe that, you know, my wife told me to believe with doubting, any doubt, and that's what we're doing, we believe.